It's an absolutely superb childhood, and our parents were wonderful, and everybody in our streets looked after each other, so you could just go and knock on any door, the doors were never locked.
It doesn't feel like 60 years. No way.
Well, I think it's absolutely superb that people have just taken the time to come here today and still be friends and still sit down and pick up the chat like it was yesterday. It's absolutely superb. I've met so many old faces, old friends, and more importantly, I can recognise most of them, I think.
I'm into local history, I'm into family history. I see what kind of upbringing we had and how close we were as little, and I didn't really want to lose that. And it's nice to have people together to be able to share it. It's quite hard work finding people. Like last time we had 120, obviously we've lost some this time, but still, if you listen to people and they're all talking and laughing with each other, it makes it worthwhile.
Well, we've been friends since we were 4, which is a long time, isn't it? Yeah, and it's just superb because it was such a very close community.
I mean, it's 10 years since we met. We don't keep in touch, we should keep in touch. This is the ideal opportunity to start keeping in touch.
Yeah.
The photographs are such wonderful reminders of those special years that we had that just couldn't be recaptured these days with what children have to put up with.
It's it's called heart, isn't it? Really. And I think we did one about 10 years ago. Originally, it might have been 14 when we did the last one. But God bless Peter Fisher and Mr. Stott. We've been able to put something. He's put a wonderful show together. It's good.
Well, to me, it's absolutely amazing that the time has gone so quickly, and you can recognise people. They don't seem to have changed terribly much, and the fact that everybody's so loyal to the area that they grew up in, it's really quite fantastic. We must have had a very strong community there where our parents worked and we all played together.
And for me, the great fun is trying to put names to faces that I haven't seen for so long. I'm managing to do it just about, but it's quite a challenge really. But it's a great pleasure, and it's tremendous that everybody comes together after all this time. And it's a great thing. It must be a great thing that draws people together.
I mentioned to Neville when we played football. We once played football for St Paul's, and we played against
St James.
St James the Lest. Yeah. Neville was captain. I was vice captain. I've got to admit, he was a bit better than me. He said he won't even deny it, will he? Anyway.
No.
And there, Jimmy Mack trained there. So every time we played him, we got that.
Well, it's just so nice to see people who you think you're never ever going to see again, I suppose, in some way. Some people you do bump into, but I've just seen Mrs. Hewitt, and I didn't think she was still alive, and I'm just amazed that somebody at 90, that you can remember when you were only knee high, and a real vivacious lady with beautiful hair and a big smile. And she's here. She's 90. Just amazing.
I think it's really good to see how successful people have been. And yeah, it's absolutely really poignant and sad, I think, because there are people that were here, including our mum, not here this time. And yeah, it is poignant and sad. And when it will happen again, I don't know.
It's fantastic to get back. I hope we're back in another 10 years. I don't know. There might be a few less, but no, it's been really great. It has, yeah, fantastic.
But I think also it can't happen to a lot of communities where you've got somebody like Kenneth and Peter who've put so much work into.
That's right, yeah.
To put all this together, it is amazing. You know, it's.
And we're a very like I say, we're a very tight-knit community. But when we were young, we didn't realise that. And you thought everybody, and it was amazing, really, because like people at school, they'd be saying what they did. I thought, well, we're having a much more interesting like what we did, you know, in our younger days, much more interesting.
Yeah, it was an absolutely superb childhood, and our parents were wonderful. And everybody in our streets looked after each other, so you could just go and knock on any door, the doors were never locked. So this community here is what you see, is how it was. It was just fantastic. And listening to it today, I want to have another one.